Alright guys, welcome back. Just gonna do a quick review today of something that's totally different from my norm. It's not electronics or headphones today. You see this giant box in front of you. Let's crack it open to see what it is. Alright, so as you can see, what it is a brand new penny longboard. Now, I hesitate to call myself a skater. As a matter of fact, I'm not a skater at all, but a couple years ago, I saw the other penny boards, the smaller ones, and I instantly got hooked. I got one as a gift, and I've been riding it ever since. They're totally fun. But, you know, I'm not a skater. I just do it for fun, just get some exercise, but it's definitely a thrill. And when I saw this one, I knew I had to have it, and even better, I saw it on Amazon for 96 bucks. Great deal. I couldn't pass it up. And here it is. So let me just do a quick rundown of the features. Just lifting it up a little bit, it's much heavier than the smaller board, of course, and you notice that it has a slightly concave up shape because since it is a longboard, this will help it stay so it won't sag. You see the surface area has a little bit of a grip on it as opposed to the older one, which was not the older one, the smaller one, which is sometimes a little slippery. The trucks, you can see, are slightly different from a normal skateboard because it is a longboard, and the wheels are larger. It definitely has the classic longboard shape to it. So here we have the mother and daughter shot, if you will. As you can tell, there's a huge difference in size. With the smaller penny board, sometimes when you go over cracks or rocks, things like that, it has a tendency of catching and you might, tumble over. Which, of course, I mean, if you're experienced, you know what you're doing, it won't be as much of an issue. But sometimes it does feel a little bit unsteady and hazardous. And hopefully with the larger board, it'll cure a lot of those ills and it'll be much smoother to go over rough surfaces. But of course, you do give away a lot of the convenience. It wouldn't be as easy to carry around. You can't just slap it in your backpack. So there is a give and take, of course. But that's people understand that when they get a longboard, which is the lack of portability. And lastly, before I take it out on a spin, here's a Glow Bantam right behind the penny. Similar in that it's made out of plastic, but slightly larger than the penny. I actually prefer the penny. It feels much smoother and faster, but Globe is also very serviceable. But I found myself riding the penny much more, even though I got the Globe, or I received the Globe as a gift first, and then I also got the penny as a gift. So this is actually the first board that I bought myself, and I think it's about time to go take a cruise. Alright, so I'm now just cruising out and about on the street. Try to find a slightly rough sidewalk that I could go cruising on just to test out the stability. And it handles these sidewalk gaps decently well, much better than the normal penny board, I'd say. Because with the larger surface area, it absorbs a lot of the bumps. And also, since it is closer to winter now, you see a lot of leaves and foliage all over the sidewalk, which would normally be pretty detrimental to skating, but it's handling it pretty well. So I'm quite pleased with the ride and comfort of the penny longboard so far. So right now, rolling over pretty rough asphalt here. You can see it's kind of rocky and definitely not a smooth ride, but this board is handling it quite well. Whereas when I tried the same terrain with using the regular penny board, it was quite a bone-jarring experience. So quite the difference. So even rolling over what skaters hate the most, these little yellow anti-skateboard pegs, goes over decently well. Turning radius is very sharp. You can see you can carve the streets pretty well with this thing. All right, thanks so much for checking out my review of the penny longboard. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Time to go cruising.
Currently in the back making new cliches.